Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Figures Toy Company unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the female referee.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another FTC Wrestling. That's Figures Toy Company. And today, we're unboxing the female referee. And for all your female referee needs, head to Amazon. That's where I picked this one up at. But of course, for all your other wrestling figure needs, head over to Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And of course, we'll do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there, and we're no stranger to the referee FTC figures, as we did unbox the male figure 6 months ago. What is time? Who knows? And now we got the referee female figure. Around $22, $23, I think is the price point on this one. So it's an interesting thing. I wasn't over the moon with the male one. You guys, if you saw the review, it felt a little small to me. I feel like he needs to be upsized just a hair more. We'll see if we have the same problem with this female referee, and we'll do some referee comparisons, some figure comparisons here at the end of the video, is like we usually do. So now, without further ado, let's dive into this one. Very minimalistic packaging approach here. Very small little box. You got the female referee looking only like a female referee could look. That also maybe works at Foot Locker. Who knows what she's up to in her part-time. Hey, we all need two jobs these days. WrestlingSuperstore.com, Figures Toy Company. Tampa, Florida. Beautiful this time of year. Say hello to Hulk Hogan, brother. Deluxe articulation, ultimate female referee. On the side, we get a ring. We get some belts. We get an announce table. And we get a guy, a skeleton guy kicking a guy through a window. That just seems a little crazy. Who knows what's going on there? And then we do got some of our fabulous Jakks style accessories from back in the day you could buy from FTC. So a lot of different stuff available. It says at WrestlingSuperstore.com. Head on over there. On the back, over 20 points of articulation. Compatible with most wrestling figures. So I guess that's the caveat there. They can come back and say, hey, these don't go with my elites. It says most. It says most. And it does say collect them all, and we're seeing some new stuff down below. We got the male referee, which we've seen before. We got, I guess, a backstage interviewer, an interview lady, an old bag lady. I'm not sure exactly what this is. Kind of looks like Sunny. Maybe that's her. We get an old school referee in the old Earl Hebner blue kind of going on there. So got to get the most out of your molds. We're seeing that to the T right here. We do got a security guard going on. We also got a, I guess it's an MMA referee, and it looks like good friend of the channel, Mike Canick. Mike Canick getting some royalties hopefully out of that, but they're getting the most out of the mold, most out of your head scans with those two. Maybe they're twin brothers. Who knows? Who knows? We do got an event staff guy. He looks like a young TJP is what he looks like to me. I kind of like that event staff one, though. Figure photographers might want one of these. Smoke and mirrors goes a long way with some of this stuff. You do get a cameraman. That's kind of cool. You do get two announcers. One of these announcers kind of looks like Howard Finkel to me. And then at the very bottom right corner, is that a medic? I guess that's a medic. He's got the blue gloves on right there. I don't know. But we're getting the most out of the mold. As you can see, it's basically the same mold, different heads reused with some different hands here and there. So interesting to see this stuff, and we do know FTC has said they are going to have more Ultimate style figures. The days of the Jakks mashup figures are apparently done, and they're moving to new style figures. I guess we'll see what happens with that. I'm hopeful maybe they do it like this, but get a little bit more height, a little bit more size on some of these. See you later. Off to the side. We'll see what happens there. She does. I almost said he does. She does come with a baggie of hands, and oh my hands. We got all kinds of hands going on in here. We get the one hand, we get the flat counting hands, we get gripping hands, we got fisted hands, we got 3 count hands. There's a lot of hands, and if you're a referee, you need a lot of hands. And we've seen that recently with Mattel in the Elite line, the John Cone, Teddy Long figures. You know, you can do the 3, the 2, the 1, the count, the fist. We get all of that as well, and you need all those hands if you're going to have a referee figure. Now, she does come in a baggie of doom on this one here. We're going to pull it out. Maybe I'll save this baggie. I might use this for some extra hands, something along the way, maybe Mythic Legion parts, who knows. I'm going to save it, throw it off to the side, give it the old see you later. But now we get the referee out of the package here. Once again, interesting. I understand what they're going for. I don't hate the articulation. I just feel it's a little undersized, but we all know referees should be a little bit smaller. That's kind of the way it goes. I understand it. I get it. I was a referee at one time. You guys know me, one of the greatest referees in the Midwest for many years, let me tell you. But this one, the skin tone, I think, is what gets it. It gives it kind of that China doll look to it. It just looks a little phony, a little fake, and it doesn't have the pizzazz of an Elite or a Jazzwares figure to me. However, it gets the job done. It's in the background. You're a figure photographer. You do a little smoke and mirrors, as I mentioned earlier. I think that can work with this. But it is a female referee. She's packing a little heat on the top, I guess, a little bit. You can see that going on there. She does got her Foot Locker jersey looking nice. Of course, referee shirt going on. She does got black gloves on. Apparently, she's fighting in a bloodbath. Maybe she's doing a John Moxley match. Who knows what she's up to, but apparently she's got to have the black gloves on. That's a little interesting to me. You think you could have got some plain Jane hands in here. I think that is a big miss. Not a little miss, a big miss. I like this hands because, hey, you're doing a bloody match. It makes sense, but we need some human hands in here, some gloveless hands. That is a miss right here for me, at least. She does look okay in the face. It looks female, especially that red lipstick really bringing it home. She's got a ponytail looking good, black hair all back. Ready to go, I guess. Now, articulation, she does got some butterfly in her shoulders. Her arms do go all the way around. You do get a bicep cut. You do get a single jointed. No, it's double jointed elbow right there, but a little rough in the plastic department, but it does move. I do got some plastic shavings as I move it around, so it's not the sturdiest plastic in the world, I will say. Hands removable, back forth, side to side. Hula hoop at the top, a little bit more of a side to side, up and down. Traditional waist as well. Big old referee splits if you need them. Legs do go up. Oh, double jointed knees, once again, very tight in the knee department. Ankles, side to side, no real up and down on this one. FTC 2024, it does say on the bottom. No hole in the foot, so you're not going to be able to use a stand for her. Kind of is what it is right there. But it is interesting, no doubt about it. I'm here for some referee figures. Maybe not as good. Once again, no maybe. It's not as good as the Mattel Elite referee figures we've had, or even the Jazzwares ones. But if you're building out a referee squad, you're trying to get a bunch of referees in your whatever you're doing, if you're a player or a figure photographer, once again, you can have her breaking up some of the stuff, maybe have her in the background. Maybe it would work kind of that way. That's what I would say, at least. Who knows? You guys tell me. Will she stand? She stands okay. She stands okay for what she is. But we do got the male referee figure. Let's see what the size difference between these two is. So pretty much the exact same height, man. I was going to say, is the female? Nah, yeah, pretty much the exact same height. So you got the male, you got the referee figure. You're ready to have the referee squad go after it with FTC. So you get the yin and yang right here. And we saw in the back of the package a lot more referees that we can get. If you want an MMA referee, an old school referee, whatever you want, they do have those available sooner, hopefully rather than later. But there's those two. But we do got the female referee. You got Aubrey Edwards. I mean, look at that size difference here. You know, you want these to scale with your Jazzwares figures, your Mattel Elites. Pretty big size differential. I guess she could be a little person referee. Who knows? But we do got that. And then I do got John Cone right here as well. It just looks like a little child next to him. It's like John Cone took his son to work. And his son's busy with the tag team title, as we do know. Old Nicholas. Shout out to Nicholas. But John Cone next to this referee, once again, doesn't quite work so well, I don't think. I don't know. And then you get a guy, I guess I do got old Kevin Nash over here, Big Daddy Cool himself. You stick him next to this referee. I mean, this referee looks like a very small child. And I do have Rhea Ripley. I'm just hanging out by chance right here. You stick her next to the referee. I don't know. I would say this Rhea Ripley, though, is a little undersized in all honesty. I mean, she's about 5'8", 5'9". I know she's built like 5'10", but I'm pretty sure she's about 5'8". I don't know. I don't know if she should be the same size as that referee, but you can kind of see some scale comparisons at the end of the day. That's what this is about. Once again, kind of the same thoughts I had with the male referee. Feels a little undersized. I really think FTC has something here and has something with the ones we saw in the back of the box. I think they just need to scale them just a little bit bigger. Just a little bit bigger, and I think they'd be printing money. Or at least getting more sales at the end of the day. So, an interesting one. Not going to be for everybody, but you know me, I'm a sucker for a wrestling figure. I have to try it out. Have to see what all the fuss is about. And that's what I did with this female referee right here. But what do you think? What do you say? Are you picking up this one? Do you want this in your collection? I know a lot of people say, well, referees got to be small. They got to be small. I agree, they do got to be small, but not this small, especially if you're comparing with Jazzwares and Mattel Elites. I mean, you can't say that. John Cone, small. this guy way too small. That's my final verdict. You guys tell me yours. And of course, don't forget Patreon. You can get early access to videos like this, bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, you name it, all going down the old Patreon channel every single day. Appreciate the support over there. ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, and on Instagram. So for the FTC female referee, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.